into her privately owned cancer awareness charity, which you cannot do. And in one of those investigations that the chief of police was investigating, it stated here in this tweet, and shout out to this person for tweeting this, they said Mayor Tiffany Henyard is one of the most corrupt ever. She actually hired a child offender, overpays her police officers. She overpays her police officers to be her security, which what do you need that much security for? You're a mayor of a town with about 20,000 people. One of the officers was paid $13,000 in 2 weeks for 300 hours of overtime, because nobody believes that. Nobody believes that.
Controversial mayor in all of America. So this mayor named Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of a place called Dalton, Illinois. And essentially every single resident in Dalton wants Tiffany out of office. This is mainly because Tiffany's very controversial use of taxpayer money. For starters, Tiffany has a full security detail that goes everywhere with her in the town. This security detail is estimated to be about $250K a year. In addition to security, Tiffany also uses taxpayer funds to do things like buying billboards with her face and name on it. She also puts her name all over government vehicles and buildings throughout the town. And she even has her own 2024 calendar. And of course, she put her own birthday.
And I've seen this happen before with school districts. I've seen this happen before with city councils. Have you called in the state to come mediate?
Did I call in the state?
Have you reached out to the state to come in and mediate what's going on here? So I've seen school boards where you have lots of drama, and Texas Education Agency, comes in and deals with that. You're having these issues there. Have you reached out to state lawmakers? Have you reached out to state representatives?
The mayor rarely talks to reporters, and she let the defense attorney she's retained do most of the talking with WGN News. He says Freeman put Henyard's safety at risk by removing her security detail.
Under the law, he's out when she says he's out.
How is he putting you at risk?
He just asked for that.
Is it that there's speculation that prosecutors are putting pressure on him to cooperate with their investigation into you?
No, we're talking about the removal of security detail.
This isn't the first time Henyard's safety has taken center stage.
Saying why we can't help each other, why we can't put our hands together and help one another, why we can't band together at this time, at this moment. This is going to be Black History Month, right? Y'all all say Martin Luther King had a dream, but guess what? I am the dream. So now I need you guys to stand with me.
As the supervisor, there will be no comments, there will be anything, it'll just be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on in Thornton Township.
When can we address you?
Henyard called Wednesday's special meeting, she said, in response to a series of ordinances the village's board passed last week to manage event spending. In video of the August 20th meeting provided to ABC7 by the Lansing Journal.
A wreck situation going on in a small village outside of Chicago thanks to this mayor, Tiffany Henyard. And with George Santos leaving the House, this is the new funniest, most corrupt politician in the United States of America. I learned about Tiffany today when I read an article about the ordinance she's putting in that states if she loses her re-election to be mayor, the mayor's salary will be decreased from $225,000 to $25,000. But if she wins, it will stay the same. When I read that, I realized I had to learn everything about this woman. And as it turns out, the 90% pay cut doesn't even crack the top 10 of the most corrupt things that this woman has done in a short year that she's been the mayor of Dalton, Illinois. If you're on a highway near Dalton, Illinois, you will see
accused of using taxpayer money to fund her lavish lifestyle. Then when the city council unanimously voted for an investigation, she vetoed it. Then last month, a member of her staff accused her of covering up an essay that happened on one of their business trips. Then this week, after a city council meeting showed overwhelmingly that the people want her to step down and resign, the board of trustees has appointed the former Chicago mayor, Lori Lightfoot, to lead the investigations into the essay. If you're not from the Chicago area, you may have no idea who she is and ask, why is this a big deal? Because Lori Lightfoot was an awful mayor, corrupt mayor. She lied about everything.
Her own people's from her own town's bank accounts, okay? And it's wild, right? Millions of dollars. What I find really interesting about this situation is that it seems like the rest of the world who's been following this is following it because they all understood the assignment. They all understood what was going on. Now, it seems like one other board of trustees, okay, finally got the memo. Yeah, I think she finally
push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany t-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my name.
You don't have a, you say you don't have a foundation.
I do not. And that's why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
So when we see all of this back and forth, when we see this going back and forth, have you...
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
When Henyard hits the road, she and other village and township officials
Attack. We getting scrutinized in the media. For what? Loving on the people? Showing them that they matter to us? We going through the fires for y'all. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Motion to terminate Keith Freeman.
Henyard announced his termination last
And we're just going into her quote here because, again, maybe some of her trustees are finally starting to fall off bit by bit. It's just taking a little bit longer than expected, which is crazy. Today, I'm breaking my silence and speaking out against Thornton Township Supervisor and Mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard, who I believe has engaged in unethical and predatory behavior throughout her tenure. Man, I gotta use this. Wow. Okay, and this is Carmen Carlisle, okay, who wrote this emailed statement to this.
Defunding the police isn't the answer. What do you plan to do with your resources? Is it less money or more money to police departments?
Well, it's more money towards the areas of needs, right? And as I mentioned before, we're working to double the amount of young people that we hire, not just for summer jobs, but for year-round positions.
I got some advice. If you can, move out of Chicago right now.
Two documents that we're going to talk specifically about are the annual financial report, and you see the citation here, it's a state law, and the audited financial statements. The village has not, and let me repeat that, the village has not complied with these statutory requirements since fiscal year 2021. There's no annual financial report available after 2021, and no audited financial statements after 2021. So what that means is the information that we're providing you has not been thoroughly audited by.
has support on the Thornton Township Board, but now trustee Carmen Carlisle says after trusting Henyard and remaining silent, she will be a whistleblower against Henyard. Carlisle released a statement to WGN that reads in part, for the past 2 years, Henyard has manipulated employees, vendors, and residents using her position to increase her influence, all while projecting a false image of success funded by the hardworking taxpayers of Thornton Township and the village of Dalton. Henyard shows no accountability or conscience for her actions against employees or taxpayers. Henyard has denied wrongdoing and claims her opponents are out for what she calls clickbait. Tomorrow at 9, tune in for exclusive.
Breaking news from Dalton allegations has surfaced, shaking Mayor Tiffany Henyard's administration. Its core whistleblowers from within the village are pointing fingers at Henyard, accusing her of serious wrongdoings. The accusations have intensified scrutiny of her leadership and cast a dark cloud over her tenure. Stay tuned as we delve into the shocking details of these explosive claims and what they mean for Dalton's future. Hold on to your seats. Dalton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard, is facing a salary scandal that's making waves. Critics argue that her salary is excessively high for a small town with just 20,000 residents. Why is there such a discrepancy, and how did Henyard justify this? Hefty Paycheck, we're breaking down the controversy and examining the financial decisions that have left residents outraged. The plot thickens with federal investigations heating up. Mayor Tiffany Henyard is under the microscope for allegations ranging from financial misconduct to abuse of power. Rumors are swirling about the possibility of serious legal consequences, including potential jail time. What are the feds uncovering, and how could this affect Y's future? Get the inside scoop on the high-stakes investigation in a surprising twist. Former Mayor Lori Lightfoot is now entangled in the drama surrounding Dalton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Lightfoot's involvement in the investigation has raised eyebrows. Are her actions driven by genuine concern, or is there a hidden political agenda? We're exploring the implications of Lightfoot's role and the potential motivations behind her actions. You won't believe this mayor. Tiffany Henyard caused a stir at a public meeting with an outfit that many found unprofessional and bizarre. The backlash has been swift, with critics questioning her suitability for office. What does this incident reveal about her approach to leadership, and how is it affecting her already troubled reputation? Find out why this wardrobe choice has ignited such outrage. Mayor Brandon Johnson is stepping up with a bold plan to tackle the entrenched issues plaguing Chicago. His administration is rolling out a comprehensive strategy that includes enhanced public safety, economic growth, and educational improvements. Johnson is determined to combat crime with a dual focus on community involvement and necessary policing reforms in a dramatic twist. Johnson has reportedly begun uncovering alleged misconduct linked to Tiffany Henyard, the contentious mayor of Dalton. The plot thickens as former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot unexpectedly becomes a key player in the investigation into Henderson's actions. Lightfoot is rumored to have revealed crucial details about the probe into the Henyard, sparking intense debate. Speculation is swirling over Lightfoot's motivations. Some suggest it could be driven by political ambitions or personal stakes in a shocking twist. A trustee from Dalton reportedly took a dramatic step by exposing Mayor Tiffany Henyard's alleged misconduct. This bold move has significantly heightened the scrutiny on the Howard's administration, with the trustee supposedly leaking critical insider details that could sway ongoing investigations. Mayor Tiffany Henyard is now under intense questioning over her official and unofficial trips, which have sparked a storm of criticism from both trustees and local residents when confronted about the specifics and funding of these trips. Henyard reportedly dodged direct answers, fueling doubts about their legitimacy. The debate among Dalton trustees is heating up, with serious discussions underway about whether Mayor Tiffany Henyard should resign from her position. Multiple trustees have reportedly raised serious concerns about Mayor Tiffany Henyard's leadership style, decision-making, and ethics. During her time as mayor, the cloud of various allegations surrounding her has only intensified the scrutiny on her administration. Tiffany Henyard has been linked to a slew of controversies and criminal accusations, making her one of Dalton's most polarizing figures. Reports suggest she might be involved in a range of unethical practices, although many details remain unverified. The allegations against her reportedly include financial mismanagement, abuse of power, and conflicts of interest, from claims of misusing public resources to dubious administrative decisions. Howard's tenure has sparked heated public debate. One particularly notable issue under her administration involves alleged bankruptcy charges against an employee hired by her office. The situation has ignited serious concerns about Henderson's hiring practices and the thoroughness of her employee vetting process. Critics are now questioning whether her team is being selected with the appropriate scrutiny in an eyebrow-raising development. Tiffany Henyard, despite her youth, has been criticized for seeming unfit for the demanding role of mayor. Detractors claim her actions and decisions reveal a troubling lack of maturity and grasp of municipal governance. One of the more outlandish controversies involving Mayor Henyard was her appearance in a dance video with police officers, which caused intense backlash. Supposedly, this video has raised serious doubts about her use of police resources and the appropriateness of such behavior for a public official. Critics argued that the dance video was a glaring lapse in professionalism and undermined the urgent issues facing Dalton, such as public safety and community relations. The public has been taken back and is deeply skeptical about former Mayor Lori Lightfoot's alleged role in the investigation of the Tiffany Henderson case over the past year. Many are shocked to see Lightfoot entangled in the controversy surrounding the Dalton mayor, especially given their vastly different political arenas. Federal probes into Tiffany Henderson's alleged wrongdoings have reportedly heated up with swirling rumors that she could be facing severe legal repercussions, including potential prison time. These investigations are reportedly targeting a broad spectrum of allegations, from financial misconduct to abuse of power. As federal authorities dig deeper into these allegations, the scrutiny continues to mount, raising the stakes for Henyard's future. Questions are swirling about Tiffany Henyard's salary, with critics claiming it's unusually high for a mayor of a small town like Dalton, which has a population of around 20,000. Her compensation package has come under intense scrutiny as residents question the rationale behind such a hefty salary. The controversy has spotlighted broader worries about financial management in the Howard administration, with many arguing that public funds may be misused under her leadership. One striking example involved Tiffany Henyard allegedly attending a public meeting dressed in a manner deemed highly unconventional by many, reportedly resembling a character considered unprofessional. This incident raised significant concerns and intensified criticism of Helen's approach to her mayoral duties. While some defended her right to personal expression, others argued that such behavior was unsuitable for a public official and undermining the expected professionalism of a mayor. The event has only fueled the ongoing narrative of controversy surrounding her tenure. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates next time.